which is a map from Wings of Liberty. Has there been any changes to this map in Heart of the Swamp?
Nope, no changes whatsoever. It's still the same map.
It's one of the more balanced maps from WOL, I believe. Anyway, spawning in the top right here is our Terran player, SoyPoptart. And I did not notice that before, but there's a little Terran symbol right next to his base. How cool is that?
Yes, they're called decals.
Ah, very, very pretty compared to the ones in Wings of Liberty. And then spawning at the bottom left-hand side of the map is our Protoss player here, Coinflip. Okay. So gearing up, we're just going to be doing a basic play here. There's no proxy gates or proxy racks going out, because otherwise we would have seen a probe or, you know, something go on a little bit of an adventure this early on. We do see a very, very early scout from Coinflip, however. He's going to try and get that probe in before the wall gets closed off. Basically, that's just going to give him information on what time the gas has come down and, you know, what may be coming at him, if it's going to be, you know, Banshee play or, you know, the new helibat drops and things like that, or even Widow mines. However, we do not have any gases coming down for SoyPoptart just yet. But we're only on 12 supply, so I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. We do see Coinflip making a wall here, which is very, very weird in PvT, by the way. Normally, you know, you just build your pylon, kissing your nexus, and then your gateway afterwards. That's what I do in a PvT, because, you know, sure, you've got Hellions, but you've got Stalkers to deal with it. They're not too hard to shut down.
One thing Haas needs to fix, I don't know if you realize this or care about this, but see the positions on the map that these two players are in? Coinflip's on the left. Well, at the top of the if you hit Control N and bring up their name tags, he's on the right. So that's kind of confusing still in HOTS. I hope they fix that or change that eventually.
It's very, very interesting to say the least.
Yeah,
but,
so you look at the top of the map, like me, I have Control N, and then you look at the nameplates, and then you're like, oh, Coinflip's on the right. Well, he's not. So.
Well, that pink color is not very pink either, is it? Really, I'm looking at it, it's like a it's like a soft shade of purple.
Exactly. That's what I've been trying to tell people. No one believes me though.
It needs to be like a bright fluoro pink, I think. That will that'll be quite nice. You do see a little bit of banter coming up between the two players here. 2 gases is down for our Protoss player early, so we may see, you know, sort of some Stargate players getting popular. We're seeing a couple of Oracles coming out and doing a little bit of harassment in the middle line early. Chrono Boost is being used on the Warp Gate though, which indicates maybe some early pressure. We do have a factory coming down early for, well, not really early, for Pop-Tart, and a reactor on the racks, which will help them get a couple more into that a little bit quicker. Kind of surprised that it wasn't a 1-gate expand, well, 1 racks expand. So we should see, you know, maybe something a little bit cheesy from Pop-Tart here, because he is building his bunker on the high ground.
Yeah, it seems like, from their chat, it seems like he's afraid of some kind of shenanigans from the Protoss, because he's in the base of the Protoss and he didn't see very much. Notice he only sees a gateway, so he's wondering where everything else is. And and now, since this SCV left, now all of a sudden he's building a Stargate. So Pop-Tart was a little bit worried.
We should see this Oracle. I would think we will see this Oracle play come out. We do have the Mothership Core coming out earlier. I do like having the Mothership Core based, you know, sort of around this area here where I just pinged on the map, which will stop any further SCV scouts or Marine scouts or Hellion scouts coming through.
Right.
It just, you know, it makes things easier. Be interesting to see if he goes straight into Fleet Beacon here. I highly doubt it, and I am expecting 2 Oracles to be made pretty promptly out of this Stargate. We do see the expand finally coming down for Coinflip, so he really needs to move that Mothership Core over to the front end now to defend that.
Right, Coinflip's Nexus going down. He puts the pylon in front of the natural, so he'll get that going. SoyPoptart's command center is being built also. It's all about 60% done. He'll obviously float that over to his natural. And normally when you do this build, I notice, I don't know if you noticed the Widow mines here on the ramp. This is the type of play you do. I'm guessing this is the current meta metagame here for the Terran versus Protoss, because what the Protoss likes to do is bring maybe a Stalker or a Zealot, you know, and poke in a little bit. Well, this obviously doesn't work anymore since we have Widow Mines on the map.
Okay, well, what's going to work really well here for Poptart is where he's placing his Widow Mines. What I'd like to see is him put a Widow Mine directly in the middle of his SCVs here. Basically what that will do is once the second Oracle comes out, which, hey, I predicted it, who would have thought? Comes out and tries to use its pulsar beam. I'm pretty sure a Widow Mine can basically one-shot the Oracles because of how squishy they are. So if he does position them in the right, you know, in the middle there, it's guaranteed to defend against any pokes. At the moment, if the Oracles come around the right side here and come up through and then poke at the main from, you know, that right area, the Widow Mines aren't going to do much. And as I say, that Poptart does move it to the right area, or right side. Very interesting.
Yep, it's basically a planted one-shot turret. So you know
yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
We should see these Oracles come back, and hopefully for Coinflip here, it only kills one, depending on the positioning, because otherwise he's going to be in a bad position.
Uh oh.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh. Just disintegrates.
That kind of hurts. So this Oracle is going to promptly disappear back into the main base.
Oh! And that one disappeared too. Widow Mine got that one. Also.
Oh, that's painful for Coinflip.
2 Oracles gone with 2 shots from Widow Mines. Oh, bad.
But hey, if think about it, if the Widow Mine placement was a little bit different. Like if Poptart had left the Widow Mines on the other side there, all those SCVs would have been dead until, well, depending on how quickly the Widow Mines were moved and replaced. So it was a bit of a risk. We do see, I think there was a Reaper being killed in the main base there. I didn't exactly see.
Oh. Yeah, we have 12 units killed by SoyPoptart, and he does have Widow Mines in the mineral line of the Protoss player here, which are going to be taken out by these 4 Stalkers.
Wow, can't believe we missed that. I didn't even see the medevac.
Man, I didn't
come across the map. Jeez.
Blind.
Apparently we both are. How many probes were killed? That would have been close to, you know,
12.
10, 15?
Control R, by the way. Control R will give you the counts.
There you go. So yeah, a lot of probes killed there by that Widow Mine drop. Now we're going to gear up. We've got missile turrets coming down. I don't really think he needs a missile turret at this point. Sure, it's going to help against detection if the Protoss goes, you know, DTs. But if the Protoss does go DTs, he's going to want to drop it, and he can't drop it because of the amount of Widow Mines that are on the map.
Yeah, I mean, he has, what is this, 9 or 8, I guess, planted right in front of the natural, so any army that comes up here, wow. Goodbye, army.
Yeah, all kinds of dead. We do see the Marines just moving across the map, grabbing the Zelnaga watchtower, giving himself a little bit of vision. The Protoss player is now going into Colossi, which is, you know, probably a good move here. He does really need to get an observer out if he doesn't. Or hey, he's got one with his army. Look at that. So the observer is going to help, you know, give vision of these Widow Mines, which will in turn help the Protoss to kill them. That missile turret is going to be a problem though for that observer. That third base is coming down now for Coinflip as well.
Yep, taking the third base here and up in the west side of the map. SoyPoptart does not have a third command center being built just yet. He is making double armories though in his base. He is on 4 factories, and 2 of the factories have tech labs, and 2 of them will have reactors. So he's going to go upgrades definitely on these tech labs. Both of those tech labs. I'm sorry, he has 5
I'll tell you one thing I really like about the about HOTS is the fact you don't have to research siege mode anymore. It makes mechs so much more viable in the early game. We do see Protoss moving out at the moment. Where the hell is his observer? I can't see it. There it is. So the observer needs to be really careful on the positioning here, because if it gets caught by that missile turret, this whole army is going to die from just Widow Mines. which is really, really dangerous.
Yeah, he's going to spot the Widow Mines with the Observer and know where they're at is what's going to happen. And they're going to... Oh, it dies. But I think I think he spotted where those Widow Mines were.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like he turns around almost immediately. We should see another Observer coming out pretty promptly from the Protoss player here. Any second now. You need one. Get one. Hellion getting some scouting information. He does see that a third base has been taken by Coinflip here. A few more gates being added on, and +1 is now being researched for the Protoss player. And we do have Vikings in production for Pop-Tart.
Yep, drilling claws being researched, almost done here for the Widow Mines, and he's getting the vehicle weapons upgrades for his mech units. Also, Hellbat is being researched. This Hellbat will transform the Hellions into a standing flamethrower.
Flamethrower, yeah, they're really, really strong. I mean, thank God. Thank God they were nerfed that only 2 could get into a
medevac, yes.
And yeah, because otherwise your whole mineral line would be gone before you could react before. If you didn't see the medevac come across. Saturation is actually fairly decent for Coinflip here. He needs to get some more probes in the main and the natural. He's missing, probably about 7 in each area. Before he takes a Nexus next time. Just basic stuff. We do see the Terran army moving out now. It's going to come into this concave of... Well, no, he's going to go to... No, never mind. So the Terran army will move out. It will siege up. The Widow Mines will go down very quickly. If the Protoss doesn't react soon, it's going to be...
By the way, drilling claws reduces the time for our Widow Mine to burrow. Okay. That's what that upgrade does.
There really needs to be an Observer come out really, really quick. Yeah, see, we've got 2 Observers coming out now. They're probably a little bit late. They should have been out with the army before this siege up happened from the Terran player. What the Terran really should do now is maybe move around and poke out this third. There's a barracks landed at the third as well, which if Coinflip, well, if Pop-Tart wanted to at the moment, he could just make a couple of Marines and essentially kill a couple of probes here for free.
Alright, here we go. Terran moves around to the third base. A barracks is here to do a little bit of a troll scouting, I guess you want to call it. Meanwhile, the Protoss is going to go back door on the Terran. A tank sieges up right here. Wasn't able to kill the tank. How did he not kill that tank?
He really should have moved in on that. He really should have moved in on that. Basically, what the barracks was put there for was to soak up a little bit of damage. He was expecting the Protoss to come through this way, and that would have, the Protoss would have attacked the barracks first. We do see this base it's going to go down. There's nothing really the Protoss can do. We do see the Protoss going for a counter-attack now. It'd be interesting to see if we can actually do anything. There is really no defense at home, though. We may get into a base race situation here, or we will definitely get into a base race situation here.
These 2 tanks are going to go down in front of the Terran base. Meanwhile, the Protoss army, the Terran army is getting a little frisky and going for the Protoss natural, as it were. Look at this force field we got going on here. Wow.
So much going on. What he needs to do now is warp in sentries and guard that ramp. If he wants to go into a base race scenario with a Terran, which is always a bad idea, especially if you don't have any flying units.
These Hellbats are doing work on these probes. Look at this, 45, 46 probes killed now for the Terran player as he marches into the main base of the Protoss player. And it's amazing that the game 3 comes down to a base trade situation. These stores are being killed here at the main base of the Terran.
Yeah. What we're going to see here is basically the Protoss base is going to be killed. There's not too much that's going to happen about it, and the Terran should really just lift everything up and move to the other side of the map. Benefits of being Terran. We do see... I thought it was going to go back. Apparently not. It's just going to be a lot of death in terms of all these minerals. We do see a Nexus being taken down at the bottom right here. The command center is going to fly, or the orbital command is going to fly over and see it's going to be taken, so that's really not good for our Protoss player. However, he has taken one at the top left as well.
That command center is going to go down, so no command centers for SoyPoptart. The Protoss is making a Nexus at the upper left, I think you said that, And so the Protoss main base is gone. He does have another base being built as we speak. SoyPoptart has nothing, and it looks like the Protoss is going to win this.
He has one orbital command left.
Oh.
If you look over at the bottom right here, there's a Nexus down there as well.
Oh, I see it.
The orbital command is there. So basically what's going to happen is Garen has lost this, I think, just for the short, unless something really bad happens to this Protoss army, which I highly doubt, just for the fact that there is one Void Ray on the map right now, which can just eventually kill off that orbital command.
There's enough Widow Mines here that if he plants them and the Protoss just happens to walk like right over them, that could happen, you know? But
yeah, it could. It's unlikely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Protoss almost has a full base back up at the moment. It's looking pretty grim. Protoss is going to walk into these Widow Mines. Okay.
Alright, so he puts his orbital command down, puts his Widow Mines right in front. SoyPoptart has nothing he can do right now. There's no production facilities at all, so...
Well, the thing is, he's got all this army and not any SCVs left, so he can't mine, you know, he can't build supply depots, he can't really do anything. So his only bet here is to go through, attempt to take out the Protoss army and then try to take out this other base at the top left. Otherwise it's going to be GG here for Pop-Tart. So he really needs to engage, like, now, sort of thing, and put it all on the line. Yeah. If he wants a chance at winning this game, because otherwise the Protoss here is just going to keep building up, keep refreshing, and that's going to be it.
Yeah, the Protoss knows exactly where the Terran army is with the Observer there. I love it, he's trying to put his command center somewhere, he doesn't know where to put it. Ooh, can he take out the Nexus?
At this point, his only option would be to mine from mules, but he can't create any buildings, so it's, you know, it's not good for where he's sitting.
I don't know.
He can't do anything.
I don't know what he's doing floating his command center like this for. It was perfectly fine sitting there, you know?
Basically, he's just probably going to be using it to soaking up damage at the moment because it is useless. I mean, he does have a factory and racks on the map, so if it does go down, you know, he has some points to defend onto. But yeah, he really just needs to GG right now. There's nothing he can do. I mean, he has all this bank, but no SCVs to make supply depots. So his option is throw his army away into the Protoss army and try start again, or wait till the Protoss goes 200 max and lose.
Yeah, that's, I mean, the Protoss has how many gateways here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gateways. He's mining, he can make more units. I mean, this is GG.
Yeah, it is GG. But obviously, you know, Pop-Tart doesn't see that yet. Maybe he doesn't know that another base is up and running completely.
Wow, that's some lag.
Yeah, definitely. Weird.
That was some lag. Alright guys, so what we're here looking at is basically a base trade situation in which Pop-Tart lost. And because he still has an army on the field, he doesn't call GG quite yet. He's going to scout with his factories and his barracks to see where the Protoss is, and hopefully he'll decide to go engage, and he looks like he's going to right now. Oh, nope, turns around. So I don't know what he's going to do here.
No, he has to engage. He has to engage and hope for the best. If the Vikings can, you know, pick off the Void Ray and the Mothership Core, and then the Protoss army walks over the Widow Mines, maybe. But, you know, it's hard.
I just saw something interesting while that command center was floating to the minerals. You know how it says 0 over 24? Well, it actually said 0 over 3, and as it got closer, the numbers went up. It went 0 over 9, 0 over 12, 0 over 16, until it finally hit 0 over 24.
We do see an engagement here as well. A time warp goes down on the Terran army, and the Terran army is just going to just be destroyed. I mean, there's no other word for it here. All the Widow Mines were killed, the Thors are going down, and there's one siege tank. I mean, on the bright side, Pop-Tart can now make SCVs, but he does call a GG. Well played for Coinflip, and Coinflip advances.